Hey, you guys. So, week 6 is here, and it was a great class today um, about assertiveness and my needs. So, um, first step was just acknowledging that there's different types of our needs. We have to be able to identify our behavior, and we have to think about how we are as people. Some people have problems with that. You need to be able to do that. So, one of the things that um, your different styles. So an aggressive style. Do you have an aggressive style? Aggressive behavior often causes others to want to ignore or reject your needs. So you need to make sure that you're not aggressive. I don't think that I'm an aggressive person unless I'm defensive about something. Um, so that's just, I think that that's anyone. So passive style, a lot of people are passive. I don't. I mean, in certain situations, I'm a passive person. Um, really, I'm not. Um, but passive aggressive is another. Again, I think any situation, to a certain extent, some of us are passive aggressive about things. But it depends on the situation. Me, I really feel that the assertive style. I think that I'm an assertive person, but at the same time, I feel like I can overstep my bounds or overstep because sometimes maybe I'm too assertive and I um, o- outvoice someone or don't consider exactly how they're feeling about a situation. I just want to get my needs met. I want to get my needs heard. And here you go. That's not always going to be the best situation. So it's a matter of how to acknowledge what personality style are you, what would benefit you more if you adjusted certain things. Um, One of the things too that we talked about is um, what got us into this situation. Most of us got into this situation um, from something that happened in our childhood, um, adolescence, teenage years, or early adult. So, um, what happened? What can you face? What happened in your past? Can you acknowledge what happened? Um, what made you turn to food? And can you face it? And can you forgive? Can you, or did you already? I had certain situations happen in my childhood. I've already accepted them. I've already faced them. I've already forgiven them, and I've already healed. But my habit of turning to food or overeating was already there. So um, I never learned how to break the habit of food. So I'm one of those people who I once I identify as the problem or something, I fix it. But food was something that I never fixed because I never associated it until I figured out, oh wow, maybe that's it. And though I'm way past that, and I've already moved on in my life, and my whole adult life, I battled weight, and or started probably in my teenage years. I was always a little bit, I was always a little bit thicker. I think in high school I was always like a size 12, on a good day 11. I mean, I've always been thicker. Um, but as an adult, man, as soon as before I was 21, I was already in an 18. It was bad. So, um, what can what can you do to acknowledge and change it? You can't change the past, but you can change your future. So facing that challenge and facing that heartache or that hurt, and fix it and forgive and start the healing process, and then start working on your nutrition, because it's not going to happen overnight. That's why it's a 24-week program. That's why we're focusing on emotion now, and we're focusing on nutrition towards the end, because we need to fix what's wrong with our hearts and our brain before we can fix what's going into our system. Something that we talked more about today was addiction. Um, I always refer to it as chasing the high, chasing that first high is never going to be as good as that first high. And it has not even, it doesn't even have to do with drugs or alcohol. It has to do with the first bite you take and it's so good and you just want to keep eating it until it's all gone. And then that satisfaction is done because you gorged yourself and you feel sick. Um, or you feel sick with yourself, or you're disgusted or irritated. Oh my God, I can't believe I ate that whole pint of Ben and Jerry's. You know, you know, I can't believe I ate half of that pizza and now I'm like disgusting. And you know, and if you want to look at it from the drug or alcohol aspect, that too, because hopefully when you change from your food addiction, you don't fall into that drug addiction or alcohol addiction. So you can't transfer one addiction to another. You need to be a well-balanced person. We've already talked about addiction before. I'm going to try to focus more energy into my family and working out. I'm not gonna be a gym rat because I can't sit there and have my entire life be about the gym because my family and my God are way more important. Um, so that's one thing. So you need to be able to acknowledge what's happened in your past. You need to be able to forgive, and you need to be able to start that healing process. Nothing's gonna fix until that happens. Oh, sorry, stretch, pop, pop, crack, pop. So you have a higher chance of success when when you forgive and you start healing. Um, so the moment that you start acknowledging your issues and looking at yourself, you're going to have a lot larger chance of succeeding in your weight loss journey and in life and your overall attitude and your feelings and your emotions and who you want to be as a person. So I don't want to be one of those people that just buries myself in life and just ignores everything. I can't do that. I'm very much one of those people who I love to enjoy life and be around people and have my family and my husband and my son and go to events and go to Disneyland. And I feel like if you don't acknowledge that and face it, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. And we all want to succeed in this. Um, so um, again, I just what can you do? Take responsibility for your needs. Take responsibility of yourself, because at this point you are a grown adult and your decisions are your decisions. So you can't blame somebody else. Oh, well, this happened. Well, you know what? Face it. If you can't face it on your own, get a therapist or a friend that's going to listen to you, somebody that you trust, somebody that you can turn to, somebody that you can talk to, that's not going to tell you how to fix yourself, because the only person that's going to fix you is you. And that's really, really hard for some people. And it's just about making the right choices and decisions for your life. Um, yeah, so there you have it. So this week was more emotions, and um, so another thing that I think that I don't know if I mentioned in this recording or the other ones because computer issues, um, is that um, we're focusing on all the emotions in our interactions and our personalities and what we need to change about ourselves now, because it's a 24-week program for a reason. Because down the line is when we're going to start talking about nutrition, because we need to fix our heart and our mind before we're going to fix anything else. So that is what we need to do. Next week, super excited. We're talking about all 3 different surgery options. Um, and this is something that I feel like I am the know-it-all about. It's bad. I know. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Because I've been doing research on these surgeries for 3 or 4 years now, maybe a little bit longer, 4.5 at least, because I've looked at the option of surgery, and then I was like, oh no, I'm losing weight on my own, and now I'm gaining, and now I'm yo-yoing, and I want to be healthy. So super excited. We're going to have we're going to be able to talk about all of these. I already have a whole bunch of stats written down. So again, we'll talk about that next week. All 3 surgeries, which is the bypass, the sleeve and the lap band, which almost no doctors will do anymore. So, so that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope you, I hope it's not an emotional roller coaster. I hope that you can sit down and talk to yourself, write letters to yourself, journal when you have that emotion. Why, you know, why is this bothering me now, or what's bothering me, and how you move forward through it. And then I'll talk to you guys next week. And I was gonna tell you something. Oh, I don't know. But so again, my name is Michelle Eustace. If you haven't seen my other videos, go back and look at them. And I'm gonna continue on with my 24-week program, week 6. Yay! Quarter of the way done. And hopefully I'll have my surgery by the end of the year. So it's pretty exciting stuff, you guys. Exciting. So that's it. You guys have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to report to you guys next week. And don't forget to follow me. All right. Thanks. Have a good one.